Hello, welcome to the model-based fault detection lab under the virtual labs project. So in this video tutorial today we will do the single plane balancing. So let us first know about what is balancing or unbalance. So in rotating machinery, whenever this principal inertia axis rotates about the shaft center line, then it is due to the uneven distribution of the mass, that is called unbalanced condition. Okay, so there are three types of unbalance. The first one is the static unbalance, second one is the couple unbalance, and third one is the dynamic unbalance. So today we are doing the single plane balancing, so that is related to the static balancing, static unbalance. So let us know about what is the static unbalance. Okay, now come to the board. As it is shown here, when this principal inertia axis, which is shown by the red line, rotates parallelly to the shaft center line, that is this shaft center line, then this condition is called the static unbalance condition. And in this condition, the forces are the out of balance forces acts in a single plane. So we have to do the single plane balancing to balance the system. Okay, so in this single plane balancing we will use the 2-point mass balancing method. So this is a vectorial approach. Okay, so now let us come to the vector plot. So in this vector plot, we will take some responses, like we will take first initial response, which is denoted by here V naught in initial condition. Okay, so and then we will take the V1 and V2 responses, that is actually after attaching the trial masses. V1 is the velocity response after attaching the trial mass at location first. I mean, there are we will attach this trial mass at two positions. These two positions are actually equal and opposite to each other. So that's why it is called a 2-point mass balancing method. And V2 is velocity response found when trial mass is attached to point 2. Okay, now from this vector plot we can derive some formulation based on the vector laws. So let us come to the formulations. So from here we can calculate the VT1, that is actually the response after trial mass, adding the trial mass due to the effect without unbalance. Actually this is an assumption and a hypothetical case when we assume the system to be a perfectly balanced condition, and that is an hypothetical condition because no system is perfectly balanced. Okay, so here at these 2 points we are taking this trial mass response are equal because of this hypothetical condition. So from this we have already derived the expression for that Vt. Okay, so now let us take the responses and then we will calculate the balancing location and the balancing mass, which is the balancing location is denoted here by alpha, and the balancing mass is the m compensating. Okay, and in this formula where mt is the trial mass. The trial mass we have already calculated as 12.4 gram we have. Okay, so now let us take the responses. Now come to the setup. So here we have our rotor bearing setup. About this setup I have already explained in the previous introductory video, and so now we will take directly the responses. We are using the accelerometer to take the responses, and we are taking here acceleration and then we are integrating it to get the velocity response for the calculations. Okay, so let us now we have attached here we have attached an unbalanced mass to for the convenience of doing the experiment. Okay, so now let us go for the first run. Okay, now you can see from the screen that we have got the initial response as 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Okay, so we have already calculated or measured these responses previously, and we have written down in the board. Okay, so we have all the readings already here, you can see. So we will take the next responses accordingly. So now let us again go for the second run to get the V1 response. So V1 response is a response at first location after attaching the trial mass. So now let us attach the trial mass. So we have already indicated here, marked here the locations. So this sign is, this minus sign is our first point. We have already marked. Now let us take the second run. Now come to the screen. So we can see that the second response we have got around 2.5. So it is we have already measured. That is 2.5 to 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Now let us take the third response at the point 2. So here is our second point. We have marked with plus sign. Okay, let us do the third run. Okay, now you can see from the screen that we have got the our V2 velocity response as 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Okay, now we will go for the calculation of Vt. So let us come to the board. So we have calculated here Vt as 1.74 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. Now we will calculate the balancing location. So alpha is the balancing location, and it is coming around approximately 100 degree, and the compensating mass we have calculated as 14.25 gram. So our final balancing location will be the 5, which is which is pi minus alpha, so which is coming to the 80 degree. So that could be on either side of the rotor from point 1, so could be in the counterclockwise or clockwise direction. So at one side we will get the maximum response, and other side we will get the least response. So the side where we will get the least response would be the our current balancing location. Okay, so now let us attach the compensating mass at first position, that is 80 degree from point 1. So that is our first point. So that is our first point. So let us take first in the counterclockwise direction from this motor side. So this is 20 degree, 40 degree, 60 degree, then it is 80 degree. So after adding this, it will be equal to the balancing mass. Now we will go for the next run. Now you can see from the screen that the response has increased much compared to the previous initial response, that is compared to V0. So it could be concluded that this is not the location we are we are looking for. So now we will try for the next location, that is 90 degree from counterclockwise direction from point 1. So that is our point first point. So 80 degrees 20, 40, 60 and 80. So you can see here that this is our balancing mass location is exactly opposite to the unbalanced mass. So it can be concluded that this would be our our correct location, because it is opposite to the unbalanced location. So now let us check how the response is coming. Now you can see in the screen that the response has reduced very much compared to the initial or previous response. So it is coming around point at 2 into 10 to the power minus 5 around. It is almost equal to 0. So it can be concluded that this method is a very effective method of doing the single plane balancing, and it is generally applicable to all kinds of systems, rotating systems. So this is all about the single plane balancing using the 2-point mass balancing method. So we will stop here. Thank you.